Okay, so let's continue where we left off. The previous video we finished the crown formation. Right now in this video we'll look at the root formation. So let's recap what we saw. The outer enamel epithelium in pink, then we have the stellate reticulum, then we have a single layer of flattened cells called the stratum intermedium, and the last layer of the enamel organ is the inner enamel epithelium. Okay, so let's clarify this. This has already differentiated to ameloblasts, which have laid down the enamel. So these ameloblasts have laid down enamel over here, shown in light blue, and then dentin. So once this enamel and dentin formation has reached the future cementum enamel junction, that is over here, so what happens is the cervical loop which I had mentioned in the previous video, the continuation between the outer enamel epithelium and the inner enamel epithelium, they undergo high amounts of mitotic activity, and once this enamel and dentin they form till the this junction over here, they form a diaphragm which move in from so this continuation of the cervical loop is called the Hertwig's epithelial root sheath, which is vital for the formation of the root portion of the tooth. And when this Hertwig's root sheath takes a sharp bend, it is called the epithelial diaphragm. So here we see the Hertwig's epithelial root sheath has proliferated, it has grown downwards. So as it grows downwards, it induces the dental papilla cells over it induces them to form more dentin. So this process continues, it deposits more dentin. Now as the dentin is laid down, the root sheath loses its continuity, and so the dental follicle which was here, the cells gain contact with the odontoblasts and they form cementoblast, and they lay down cementum, which I'll depict with this color over here. So it starts depositing cementum. So this process continues downwards, keeps on, the root sheath induces the odontoblast to deposit dentin, and then it breaks off, and then the cells from the dental follicle penetrate and deposit cementum on the root surface, and this continues till the root tip is reached at the end. So while this growth downward continues and the cementum is deposited, some of the cells of the dental sac or the dental follicle, they also form the periodontal ligament, which are the fibers which attach the cementum to the alveolar bone. So next, if we cut through a horizontal section of the tooth, we will be seeing the epithelial diaphragm over here, which is shown by this epithelial diaphragm here. So what this epithelial diaphragm does is, as it grows in multi-rooted teeth, they form tongues. So if it's two rooted teeth, these tongues fuse together. they come closer and they fuse together, forming two roots. So this will be the roots. And in case of a triple rooted tooth, multiple tongues will be formed. So again we have, so this process continues downwards, the dentin being deposited and then the cementum being deposited, and the periodontal ligaments start getting attached to the alveolar bone. So finally the apex of the root is formed. Meanwhile the dental papilla cells also form the dental pulp right in the middle, which remains open, which has an apical canal. So as the tooth begins to grow, the tooth begins to move upwards with eruptive force. So it breaks through the oral epithelium and erupts finally. So that will conclude the formation of the tooth, odontogenesis.